Hey guys, for this tutorial, let's talk about how we can find the distance between 2 points with given coordinates. How do we find the distance between 2 points? Assuming we're given 2 points with coordinates A to be x1, y1 and point B to be x2, y2. How do we find the distance between these 2 points? Let's get straight into that now. Let's assume we have a Cartesian coordinate again, with this as our y-axis and this as our x-axis. And we have the y-axis over here. Note that I'm not considering the negative axis here. So let's pick out some imaginary numbers. Here we have x1, here we have x2. And then let's put this as y1 and this as y2. So let's locate point A, which is A, x1, y1. So since we are referencing the x-axis first, so this is our x-axis and this is the y-axis. So we now have point A to be A with coordinate x1, y1, and also point B, which is x2, y2. So we are going to have this particular point as point B. So B with coordinates x2, y2. So how do we find the distance between point A and point B? Let's go back to Pythagoras. So if we complete this, we now have a right angled triangle. And note very well, this is our point y2, this is point y1, and this is x2, and we have x1. So how do we find this distance? Distance AB. From Cartesian coordinates, we know that distance between this y2 and point y1 is going to be y2 minus y1. And distance between point x2 and x1 is going to be x2 minus x1. So we can bring out the triangle to be in this form. Okay, we now have line AB, which is the distance that we are looking for, and we have here to be y2 minus y1, and then to be x2 minus x1 with our right angle triangle. If we look at Pythagoras theorem, we have hypotenuse square plus this is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square, and then we have our hypotenuse to be AB. We can choose any of these lines to be opposite and adjacent. Let's take this as point C. So we now have point B, point A, and point C. So in relating this formula with this triangle, we can have AB square equals to AC square plus BC square. And don't forget, we are looking for AB. If you can find the AB, that will be the distance between point A and B. So here AB square will now be equal to our AC, which is S2 minus x1, x2 minus x1 square, plus BC, which is y2 minus y1 square. Taking the square root of this to cancel out the square in AB, we now have line AB to be equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus the square root of y2 minus y1 squared. So we have the distance between point A and B to be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So this is the formula for finding the distance between 2 points. I'm going to write it out again. If you have point A and B, or point P and Q, or any point you are considering in the question, if you have to find the distance between the 2 points, distance will then be the root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And that's the formula for finding the distance between 2 points. Let's look at some examples. The question says, find the distance between the following pairs of points. The first one, we have point A and point B, with point A having the coordinates 5, 3, and point B having the coordinates 7, 5. This is the first one. You can go on and try to represent this on a Cartesian plane, but to save time we are not going to do that in this tutorial. We are going to use our formula direct to find the distance between points A and B as we have in this question. So the first one is point A and B, with A having the coordinate 5, 3, and point B with B having the coordinate 7, 5. Here we can have that 5 is our x1, 3 is y1, 7 is x2, and 5 is y2. Applying the formula, we have the distance between AB to be equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So here we have the square root of our x2 from this question is 7 minus x1, which is 5 squared, plus y2, which is 5 minus y1, 3 squared. So here we have the square root of 7 minus 2, 7 minus 5 is 2 squared, plus 5 minus 3 is also 2 squared. So we are looking for the square root of 4 plus 4, which is 8. So we can leave the answer in short form depending on the question. So we can now say this equals to 4 times 2, and this equals to 2 root 2. So this is sort. You can check out our catalog to learn more about sort. So we have the distance between point A and point B, which is AB, to be equal to 2 root 2. The second question, we have point P and point Q, with point P with the coordinate -3, -2, and point Q with the coordinate 1, -4. As always, this is our x1, this y1, x2, and y2. So to apply the formula, we have the distance PQ to be equal to, I'm not going to write out the formula again. So here we have the x2 to be 1 minus 3, that's going to be plus 3, plus y2, which is -4 minus -2, that is plus 2 squared. So we have the square root of 4 squared plus -2 squared is also going to be 4. This is the square root of 16 plus the square root of 4, and which equals to the square root of 20. Also from sort, this can be equal to 2 root 5. So this will be the distance PQ, 2 root 5. So that is simply how we can find the distance between 2 points. You can go on and look for questions, check out our questions, and now you can use them in applying and solving the distance between 2 points. And after you do this, find the distance between these 2 points. You can post the answers in the comment section below. Between point C with coordinates -1, 3, and point D with coordinates 2, -7. So find the distance between these 2 points and post your answers in the comment section below.